I hope you remember that we have started communication as a key concept in corporate and global world. Yesterday, we have discussed client communication and how it takes place and where at which 3 levels it takes place: marketing, sales, and after sales. Then I discussed corporate branding. Corporate branding is nothing but creating your name, reputation in the market, in the society, and through communication only companies do it. Next is strategy implementation. Also, I had discussed with you. Strategies are implemented by employees. So the higher authorities must communicate the strategies in a very proper way, successfully. Even they should, through their communication, they should build employees' commitment towards the strategy so that they will implement it successfully. So if we think that the strategy to be implemented successfully, it should be understood properly, communicated properly. Got it? Next is enhancement, increase in sales. I think I had discussed this with you, but still again, I will discuss this. See, sales increasement, growth in the sales, enhancement is nothing but the growth in the sales. And for that purpose, communication plays a very important role in sales increasement, sales enhancement. And the employees which are very good in communication skills can definitely turn the buyers into company's loyalist. I hope you remember company loyalist, the term that I explained yesterday. What is company loyalist? Kya hai company loyalist? Do you remember company loyalist? Yesterday I have explained that. The buyer becomes the loyal customer. That is company loyalist. What is this? The consumer, the buyer becomes the loyal consumer. Loyal consumer, loyal customer means what? Every time, whenever the person, buyer will purchase the product, he will purchase of that company only. Say if you are using XYZ, say detergent powder, the same detergent powder every time you purchase because you like the product. But here we don't consider the quality for sales increasement. Here we are considering communication to increase the sales. So through the communication skills, the employees will turn the buyers into the company loyalists. Say for example, if the company has 5,000 buyers, those 5,000 buyers, if they purchase it once, and next time if they purchase the next company's product, another company's product, then what will happen? They may not be your loyalist. So you should make the company should try to make these people as their company loyalist. So whenever they will purchase the product, they will purchase the company's product only, your company's product only. For that purpose, employees must have good communication skills so that they will keep those 5,000 people as their company loyalist. Again, they will get one more, say 100 people. Again, they should, through their communication, turn those buyers into loyal customers. So your company gets 5,100 people. Again, next month, say 50 more people in your company, new buyers are there. Again, those 50 buyers through communication, you have to convert into your company loyalist. So this is how you can increase your sales through communication. Next is client development. Now this one, you should listen carefully and understand it properly. Now what is this client development? Say, for example, this is your company, XYZ company, and this is the society. In the society, there is a person. say there is a person XYZ. This person has not made any decision to buy the product. He has not made any decision to buy a product. So this is your company, and employees from your company, what they will do, they will communicate the information about the product to this person from the society. Earlier, he has not made his mind to purchase the product, to buy, to make, he has not made any buying decision. But your company has, your employees, company's employees has given information to this person. So before making a decision to buy the product, you sell the product. Not selling actually, you're not selling actually, but you are selling the product before buying decision means you are convincing the person to purchase your company's product. So you provide, employees provide information to this person. He wasn't your buyer, he wasn't your consumer. Once you provide the information to this person, he may start thinking about your product. He may make his mind to purchase your product. Thus, this person from the society which wasn't your client can become your client in future. This is called as client development. The people in the society, or the person in the society, those who were not your buyers, when you give information about your product, they may turn into your buyers. So this process is called as client development. एक बार फिर से समझाती हूँ मैं. ये सोसाइटी में ये बहुत सारे लोग हैं, इसमें से एक में फॉर एग्जांपल ले रही हूँ. तो ये आपकी कंपनी है XYZ, मोबाइल फोन की कंपनी है फॉर एग्जांपल. तो ये आप मोबाइल फोन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन इसको देते हो. इसने कोई भी डिसीजन नहीं बनाया कि कौन से कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट लेना है, कैसा लेना है. इंफॉर्मेशन देने के बाद वो सोचने लगता है कि नहीं ठीक है, मैं ये कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं अभी ये ले लेता हूँ. ठीक है. तो उसके बाद ये क्या करेगा, परचेस करेगा. The whole process he has, ये अभी इसका मन बना लेता है ना, इंफॉर्मेशन मिलने के बाद वो अपना डिसीजन बना लेता है, मन बना लेता है कि ये कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट बना ले, परचेस कर ले. ठीक है. तो ये क्या हो गया, ये पर्सन जो आपका क्लाइंट नहीं था, ये क्लाइंट बन सकता है ना. इंफॉर्मेशन देने के बाद ये क्या हो, कम्युनिकेशन के बाद क्या हो गया, ये आपका क्लाइंट बन सकता है. ठीक है. So this is called as client development. I hope you understood this client development concept. The person who wasn't your buyer can turn into your buyer, company's buyer, but it is done only through communication. See, I have written here, communication skills bring about an ability to sell to a client before he makes a buying decision. So you are making the person into your client by communication. Okay. And what are the opportunities, client development opportunities? Telephonic calls, conversation at social gathering. बहुत बार हमारे फेस्टिवल्स रहते हैं, फेस्टिवल्स में बहुत बड़े बड़े पंडाल रहते हैं, तो उसमें कंपनीज के स्टॉल लगते हैं, वहां पे इंफॉर्मेशन दी जाती है लोगों को. सोशल गैदरिंग है ना, बहुत नंबर में, बहुत ज्यादा संख्या में लोग इकट्ठा आते हैं, वहां पे आप ये कंपनी की इंफॉर्मेशन दी जाती है. सो these are situations where you can develop those people into your client. Okay. So many times you receive telephonic calls from various companies. ये सिम कार्ड ले लो, या फिर ये इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी ले लो, ये म्यूचुअल फंड ले लो, ये ले लो, वो ले लो. ये इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए आपको टेलीफोनिक कॉल्स भी आते हैं. So all these are client development opportunities where the person can become your buyer. Did you understand this client development? समझ में आ गया? Understood? Okay, very good. Next is client sustenance. अभी हम लोगों ने क्या किया, client develop कर लिया, but that client should be sustained ना. Sustain means keeping it for a longer period of time. Sustaining. And how the way you are doing it, what is the stage? See, client can be sustained by the company's product only. the quality of the product, the price rate of the product. Okay, if you maintain your product properly, automatically the sales will increase and automatically your client will be sustained. But here we are not concerned with the quality, but with the communication. Through communication, how we can sustain the client, that we are concerned here. So what is the level at which you can sustain your client? There are 3 levels we have learned. Marketing, here you can see marketing, sales, and after sales. These are the 3 levels where client communication is done. The third stage, that after sales level, is very crucial one. Here you can sustain the client or you can lose the client. दोनों भी हो सकता है. And depends upon what you can sustain or lose the client, depends upon the communication. If you are doing a good communication on the after sales level, you can sustain the client. If your communication at the after sales level is very weak, people are very rude, they talk harshly to the clients, then you may lose your clients. So communication at this third stage, after sales stage, is very important to sustain the clients. Okay, I hope you understood this. Next is communication helps in information development and dissemination. Now, what is this dissemination? Dissemination means spreading at a large scale. Spreading at a large means, we will understand. Let us understand this first. What is this information development? See, we are in the competitive world. The corporate world is growing a lot and too many different companies are there, too many different kinds of innovations, machineries are coming up, new theories to handle people are coming up. So that information, if you don't know, higher authorities, managers, top managers, if they don't know, then they may lag behind. The company may lag behind. Company should move, company should get progress. Okay, and that can be done only through if the information which is collected by the people is up to date. Managers, top managers, higher authorities, they should get the information related to what? कौन सी information develop करने? Developing means gaining, collecting the information. कौन सी information gain करना है, develop करना है, उनको collect करना है. Information related to new, say, technologies, new methods, new subsidies, and many things, new strategies to handle people. All the information the higher authorities, the good professionals should acquire, should collect. There are various sources through that the managers, the professionals can collect the information. कहाँ से professionals से information collect कर सकते हैं? Through प्रोफेशनल लिटरेचर. अभी ये प्रोफेशनल लिटरेचर कहाँ पे मिलेगा? प्रोफेशनल लिटरेचर इज नथिंग बट देन बिजनेस पेपर्स, न्यूज़पेपर्स, journals are there, business magazines, journals are there, online web portals are available, websites are available, blogs are available. Through these sources, the managers, the higher authorities, they can get the information. Okay, and that information, it should not be the case that only information is collected. What is the use of that information? It should be disseminated, it should be spread at large with your good communication skills. वो information लेने के बाद वो spread भी करना है, employees को बताना भी है. उसके लिए क्या क्या जरूरी है? Good communication skills as well as your presentation skills. Both are essential to disseminate the information at large. Spreading the information at large. Employees बहुत ज्यादा है ना, तो उनको सभी को information देना है. You are spreading the information at large, disseminating the information to your employees. Okay, understood how communication is important in information development and dissemination. पहले तो information gather करना है through communication. The higher authorities, good professional, market professional, they should acquire the information. After acquiring, it should be disseminated, it should be given to the employees. And for that purpose, for acquiring information, for disseminating information, communication is highly essential. Next is It enables crisis management. Communication enables crisis management. Now let us understand what is this crisis first. Crisis क्या है? What is crisis? It is a difficult situation, problematic situation, and managing a crisis means coming up with certain solution. अगर कोई प्रॉब्लमेटिक सिचुएशन है, डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन है, तो उसका सॉल्यूशन निकालना, वो डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन सॉर्ट आउट करना, उसे बोलते हैं क्राइसिस मैनेजमेंट. बट वी आर हियर कंसर्न विद हाउ कम्युनिकेशन कैन हेल्प टू सॉर्ट आउट दिस क्राइसिस. कैसे ये क्राइसिस सिचुएशन सॉर्ट आउट होगा, सॉल्व होगा? थ्रू कम्युनिकेशन. कम्युनिकेशन के जरिए हम लोग कैसे क्राइसिस हैंडल कर सके, मैनेज कर सकते हैं, दैट वी आर लर्निंग हियर. See, managers with good communication skills as well as higher authorities with good communication skills, they provide ample sufficient information to their employees. Now crisis situation, let me explain you. ये crisis situation कौन-कौन से तरीके के होते हैं? Say for example, फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस है. फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस मतलब कंपनी के पास फंड्स कम है, एक्सपेंसेस ज्यादा है और फंड्स कम है. आउटपुट इज मोर कंपेयर टू इनपुट. ठीक है, तो वन एग्जांपल ऑफ क्राइसिस. सेकंड एग्जांपल ऑफ क्राइसिस, स्ट्राइक. एम्प्लॉइज में कॉल द स्ट्राइक. स्ट्राइक इज अनदर क्राइसिस सिचुएशन. तो ये दो एग्जाम्पल मैंने बता दिए. तो ये एग्जाम्पल जो है उसमें हायर अथॉरिटीज को क्या करना चाहिए? हायर अथॉरिटीज, top managers, they should provide sufficient information. They should communicate sufficient information to their employees. They must have good communication skills. Only then they can convince the people. And more importantly, they should provide sufficient information to the employees. If they provide sufficient information, if they communicate to them, at least at certain level, crisis can be resolved. Up to certain level, you can resolve the crisis through communication. Communication के जरिए आप एक level तक crisis resolve कर सकते हैं. But if there is less or no communication during a crisis, लेकिन crisis के समय बहुत ही कम या फिर communication ही नहीं किया higher authorities ने, managers ने employees को, then what will happen? Low morale, high attrition rate, less productivity. तो कंपनी में जो काम करने वाले एम्प्लॉयज हैं उनका मोरल डाउन हो जाएगा, लो मोरल. हाई एट्रिशन मतलब बहुत से लोग कंपनी छोड़ के जाएंगे. लो लेस प्रोडक्टिविटी मींस दे विल नॉट बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव, दे विल नॉट डू देयर वर्क प्रॉपरली. जो काम दिया है वो वही अच्छे तरीके से समय पे वो नहीं कर पाएंगे, वो नहीं करेंगे, नॉट कर पाएंगे, दे विल नॉट डू इट. Less productivity. That's why during a crisis situation, proper, sufficient communication must be done. So let us understand this with an example. Suppose there is a strike, company में strike and there is misunderstanding between management and the employees, and thus there is a strike. So strike में कंपनी ने जो नए रूल रेगुलेशन बनाए उसके खिलाफ ये स्ट्राइक बुलाया है एम्प्लॉयज ने. So what the managers and higher authorities should do, they should meet the employees. They should provide correct, authentic information to the employees so that their misunderstanding can be cleared out and they will start working. So like that, up to certain level, by communicating information, managers, higher authorities can try to resolve the crisis situation. I hope you understood this. क्राइसिस मैनेजमेंट कैसे रिजॉल्व करना है समझ में आ गया आपको? हाउ टू रिजॉल्व अ क्राइसिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. यस, ओके. नेक्स्ट इज डेवलपिंग ग्लोबल कॉम्पिटेंस. And communication helps to develop global competence. Competence is the ability to do something properly. That is called as competence. Global competence, which kind of ability you want to develop? Global competence, let us understand that. We all know that companies our companies settle in other countries companies settled in our country. So people belonging to different religion, people belonging to different culture, people belonging to different countries, they work together. So when you work together, there are chances of misunderstanding because the cultures are different, the religion is different, the way of behavior is different. So there are chances that misunderstanding may arise or people may not be able to work with each other properly. So to overcome this cultural barrier, communication is very important. The people, those who are working, having different religion, culture, belonging to different nations or countries, they should interact with each other. उनको क्या करना है, एक दूसरे के साथ वो जब communicate करते हैं, they communicate with each other, they interact with each other, and they develop a good understanding of others' religions, cultures, their way of living. See, way of living of American is totally different than the Indian people. So when you communicate with those people, you will understand कि वो लोग कैसे behave करते हैं, उनका रहन सहन कैसा है. Even those people will understand the lifestyle, even way of living of Indian people, and they will develop a good understanding. This is nothing but a global competence. Okay, so you are more comfortable when you're working, you become more comfortable with each other because you know each other first, and that is done through communication. You interact, you communicate, and then you build a good understanding amongst yourself and you work comfortably. You can cooperate with each other, and this is how you become a global citizen, because you gain the knowledge of other religions, other people's country, their cultures, and those people may come to know about your country, your people, your lifestyle, as well as your cultures, religion, and you both develop global competence. Okay, आप दोनों भी global competence develop करते हो, and thus you become a global citizen. So those people who are working, they become global citizens. And for that purpose, communication plays very important role. If you don't communicate, you may not be able to develop good understanding. There may be many misunderstandings and various other issues may occur, and people may not be able to work properly with each other. Okay, understood this? समझ में आ गया आपको? Got it? So this is end of our chapter number 1. Let us revise quickly what we have finished up to now. हम लोगों ने आज chapter number 1 खत्म कर दिया है. So quickly we will revise. I will share the link of attendance, but give me some time so that I will discuss revise all the points again. Now, in the beginning, we have discussed the word communication has been derived from the Latin word communicare, which means to make common or to share. The meaning of communication we have discussed. It is sharing of thoughts, emotions, feelings, ideas from one person to another by using verbal and non-verbal code. Peter Little defines communication as the process by which information is transmitted between individuals and or organizations so that an understanding response results. After that, we discussed need and importance of communication. Communication is essential to share thoughts, ideas. It is important to perform different kinds of objectives. It has become part of our day-to-day life. To perform various actions, we need communication. It is one of the essential managerial skills. It is lifeblood of every organization. To perform various duties and responsibilities, we need communication. Then it is foundation for planning. It promotes motivation and team spirit. Communication is the source of information and decision-making process. It plays crucial role in altering individuals' attitudes. It helps in socializing as well as in maintaining discipline. And effective communication and success go together. Okay. After that, I had discussed with you elements of communication process. In detail, we have learned this elements of communication process. So sender gets the idea first, and he gets the need to share the idea to the receiver. So he encodes the message. After encoding, you get the message. Then the sender selects the medium. After selecting the medium, he transmits the message to the receiver. Receiver receives the message. Decodes means understands the message. After understanding the message, he gives feedback to the sender. Once the feedback is given, communication process gets over. Now this is the process I had already discussed with you. Then feedback is one of the important point. Suppose if your exam is offline, in the short notes, feedback can be asked. Communication process, feedback, elements of communication process, need and importance of communication. All these are important questions for short notes. So what is feedback? It is the understanding response given by the receiver to the sender. Feedback is important because it is the final link of communication. Communication without feedback is incomplete. It gives us idea whether further communication is essential, needed or not, and it helps in understanding whether communication was successful or not. Then types of feedback. Yesterday itself I had revised all those. So positive versus negative feedback, immediate versus delayed feedback, oral, written feedback, formal and informal feedback, peer feedback, self-feedback, descriptive feedback, evaluative feedback, prescriptive feedback, relational feedback, task or procedural feedback, individual feedback, and group feedback. I'm not going to repeat those again because I had discussed yesterday only all those types of feedback. Correct. Now, this is the end of chapter number 1. I have told you important questions when I was discussing all the points with you. So I hope you have jotted it down.